So, LinkedIn
Mhm.
is currently laying people off.
Oh my goodness! Again? Well, they
Yeah,
didn't do it
no,
again.
you're right. You're right.
Oh,
It is.
again?
Yes, it is again. This is their second round of layoffs.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, so it's tough because I honestly thought like during the first round where everyone else was doing their layoffs, I thought that was going to be typically the end of it, but
Yeah.
this is adding to a pool of over 140,000 people that have been laid off this year alone.
Across the country, right?
Across the
Okay.
country.
I was like,
Yeah.
that's pretty
This
insane.
is
If it's
just in the tech sector. Yeah, this is just
oh,
in the
just the tech sector,
this is
not
the,
even other
yeah.
places.
No, this is just in the tech sector.
Oh wow. That I mean,
That's a lot of people.
that is a lot of people. Like, because I mean, it all adds up. I haven't heard the 100,000 figure, and it is pretty wild.
Yeah, so yes, the tech sector has laid off 141 people in the first 6 months of the year. So that is crazy.
141,000?
141,000, yes.
Okay.
It's crazy. So LinkedIn is going to be adding 668 more employees to that number.
You know, it was wild when we originally were like talking about how, oh, Twitter at the time laying off 30%, and everybody was very upset and was like, oh my goodness, this is wild. How, Mr. Musk, how could you?
Yeah.
How could you do this? No one else is doing this. And then like
Then everyone,
as soon
yeah.
as like he did it, and then like they're like, oh okay, I guess
Yeah.
everybody's doing it. And then bam, 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 bam.
It's crazy because let me continue this. So on Monday, LinkedIn mentioned or said that it would lay off teams in engineering, talent, and finance in this second round of job cuts.
I wonder if they mentioned it to the employers that like or employees that they were gonna have multiple rounds, or just like, oh, we were just surprise.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. But the thing is that this will affect more than 3% of its 20,000 person staff. So, yeah, 668 employees being cut there, which is, not good. Yes, tech has seen some of the heaviest hits so far. I'm going to continue on, though, and say that LinkedIn in a blog mentioned, while we are adapting our organizational structure to streamlining our decision making, we continue to invest in strategic priorities for our future and to ensure we continue to deliver value for our members and customers.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I think it's hard. I think, layoffs are always a difficult decision, but a lot of people are not viewing this so fondly. Or so
Well, I mean, obviously not.
no, not fondly. I mean, like, some people are not viewing like LinkedIn as this being a choice that they had to make, because the thing is, LinkedIn during its fourth quarter revenue grew 5%.
What?
Yeah.
So they're cutting while
growing. Yeah.
Huh.
So a lot of people had some mixed reactions to that.
I mean, it makes sense.
But the thing is, last year it grew 10% in the same quarter. So they're growing like half of what they grew last year.
I think, oddly enough, LinkedIn's success relies on other people's ability to not find a job.
Oh my God, yes.
No, I mean, like,
yeah,
for real,
no,
though,
you're
like,
right.
the
You're
more
right.
people that get laid, I mean, like, this is really upsetting, but like, if you think about it, LinkedIn's success depends on people looking for jobs. People looking for a job make a LinkedIn, and then, more people going into like find a job, they're going to make more LinkedIn accounts and use LinkedIn more. And
Yeah.
obviously the profits will follow.
I think it's like the membership and the ads that that they might be seeing a foreseeable drop in. And I think this is more, and they had their initial cuts and they probably had it in their mind that, we possibly need to cut more, seeing how revenue will come in. And because it didn't do the same as it did last year, they're going to have to do these cuts again.
So maybe they're expecting 10%. So they're like, oh, we're going to need a cut because we want that 10% growth versus that 5% growth.
Yeah, and it's interesting because this is in multiple different teams, as they mentioned.
Yeah.
It's not concentrated on one specific team. It's legitimately three teams that they mentioned, which is talent, engineering, and finance. And typically I would understand it's like if they try to keep like engineering or finance or
Yeah.
like even talent. I don't even know what talent means, but I'm assuming it's like talent hiring, looking to for
Oh, like
people like
recruiters,
yeah,
like
like
specifically like headhunter type deals.
yeah, because like a majority of like these other companies were like
Mm.
recruiters, but this one they're
Mm.
cutting across the board.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see. But yes, I think it's hard to announce layoffs when you're actually posting like a revenue growth, and it
Yeah.
didn't sit well with some people.
I mean, I feel like that's the case with a lot of people in terms of like, why are you, um, like breaking something that doesn't need to be like like you don't like in terms of like the employee, they're seeing that the company is doing well based on what they're currently doing, and like if you're gonna go like cut more, I don't know. They're like, why would you do that when we're doing well? Like, well, the team we have now is doing well and growing the company, and that's just not enough for you apparently.
Yeah, I do think that they probably have like some analytics to see that they're probably going to see a slower decline over the
Mm.
next few quarters, and that's probably why they have to cut. But that's the only thing that I could see.
Mm.
Their mention of them focusing on members and customers, I think, is also like them maybe trying to retain customers. I do have to say, when I did go on LinkedIn, I have seen a lot less people advertising premium LinkedIn onto me.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, so I don't
Mm.
know. I don't know what might be happening, but they could probably see some foreseeable challenges in the future.
Yeah, I do wonder what because I do okay. I guess there is a dual side to this thing where there might be more people in the job market looking for a job, but also on the flip side, if the job market is cooled, there are less people, less recruiters who need the LinkedIn Plus, the LinkedIn Premium, the premium account for recruiters to find these applicants. So like I think it's like a weird like balancing thing. Like there's are more people potentially using LinkedIn, but there's less recruiters using LinkedIn to find people.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's honestly interesting what's going to be happening, and you know, it's just you know, no one likes layoffs. No one
Mm.
likes the company. I'm sure doesn't like layoffs, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's sat well with some people. But I have to say that if you like this type of content, make sure to like and subscribe. We put out videos daily. We have a library of over 200 videos. I'm pretty sure
Mm.
that you probably will find something in there that you possibly will like.
Yeah, and let us know down below whether you use LinkedIn or have a LinkedIn, or would consider using LinkedIn. So I mentioned that because like I don't really remember the last time I actually logged into LinkedIn.
Mhm.
Honestly, like even if I was looking for a job, I would probably just go on to Google and search up like business jobs in blank city, or
No,
or like
Indeed,
or well,
something.
no, just honestly just through Google. So Google has
No.
like its own like for those of you who don't know, like, and stay this long, that's a little tidbit, is you get this Google like blank jobs in my area or whatever, and
Hmm.
it'll just kind of congregate all the job postings, like from either like websites like ZipRecruiter and other things. It'll like have it all there, and you can like kind of scroll through, and it'll also let you look through things where it's like, oh, within 50 miles of this place, or and it'll kind of like tailor it to all that stuff. So I do think that maybe that's like why they're downsizing, is because there's other places that kind of help you find this stuff.
Yeah, the competition in the workplace, or competition in the competition
In
competitors. Sorry,
Yeah.
competitors. Yes.
So I mean, there's a lot more apps like that try to get people to search. So I don't. For me, it's like the weird thing where I do have a LinkedIn in terms of like just to have one,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't really use it. It's more like, oh, in a job search, it'll have like a field that says like, oh, put your LinkedIn here. And it's like, well, it'd be kind of weird if you have a, you gotta
Yeah.
put one in there, I guess. but I
Yeah.
don't really update it or anything.
Yeah. Let us know if you use LinkedIn.
Hmm.
Let us know in the comments down below what your guys' thoughts are on this, and if you use LinkedIn or have one.
Yeah, and also if you didn't want to comment on all of those other facts, let us know if you think it's justified for companies that are posting profits to lay off people.
Yeah, that's interesting. That would be an interesting one to know
Yeah, because I'm
about.
like, it is a very mixed bag. Like you're saying that there could be forecasting that there's less growth, but to the people working there, it's like, well, it's working right now. Like
Why
you
is
don't, yeah,
why is this happening? Yeah. So it does. I don't know. It's hard. I think it's hard, but yeah. Let us know in the comments down below.